Okay, so this is going to be a love reading for Pisces for the month of June. It's also mid-June / end of June, obviously, given the time. So Pisces, for whatever reason, we haven't been able to do your reading until now. You've probably been going through a lot, or like I'm seeing someone touching their head, like holding their head, like a lot's on your mind. You're feeling clouded. It's really gray. You might even be just like not feeling on top of your game, like not feeling like there's not full clarity, and it's a little bit gray wherever you are. Maybe it's a little foggy. But what you have to recognize here is that this is the overall theme of your reading, and that's the Ace of Cups. So maybe you, I'm seeing that you are imagining a life with someone, and it might be like a dream state that you're in, but you're feeling like that could bring you ultimate fulfillment, but it doesn't seem like you've really verbalized that yet. Maybe that's why you're thinking you're really in your head a lot, like you're preparing for the steps to take, but you're thinking that you know what it is that you want. And so you were building something here, and it doesn't seem like you were doing that with someone. You were alone, and this is maybe this was in the past, but in the past you were building something with someone, and it's like maybe you lived together and you were building a home together, because this is related. It could have been someone you were friends with when you were younger, or maybe like someone you grew up with. And right now you're kind of like, do I talk to them? Do I not talk to them? How do I even feel about the situation? How do they feel about it? There's a name that's like John, Jim, Joe, a lot of J's. A lot of J's coming through, and you were helpful for them. You gave to them at that time. You were probably pretty close, but you've been working hard to get resituated, and you're standing on grass, you're standing in a meadow, and it looks like this is like a puddle, like there's a little bit of rain, it's kind of cold out. Maybe you've been working somewhere that's like outside in the cold. It seems like you have a trade, or you work outside, or you work in like, you know, this seems like a man, it seems like a male energy, at least in this card. And what is this? What are you working towards? You're working towards this idea that you have that you want to say. Swords represent communication and an idea, and it's a young energy. So you have a young idea about something. So maybe you get this idea while you're outside working. But it's leading you to the Knight of Pentacles. And I'm also seeing someone picking up like their child. So Pisces, you've basically only been working and then spending a lot of time alone. And you're kind of looking inwards for this light, right? Like it's in this vessel, it's contained, and you're covered in linens, and you have a gold staff. So you're just focused on centering yourself to find this ace. You're preparing for this. And it's above you. So you're looking towards it. And again, the sword, this idea, is going into the Hermit. So you're reading it up. So this is above you, which is above you, right? So in order to find clarity around this sword, you have to go inwards. In the background, you're working. So this is like your daytime. This is your nighttime, right? And back to your past, you were given a lot. Someone in your past you were building with, but you couldn't figure out what to do. You couldn't make up your mind about how you wanted to give. And it looks like this was who they were. This is who they are to you, and this is who they were. They were in a quiet place working on building themselves. What happened in the past? You had a cup of love. You had a lot of abundance. And you really, I think this person saw you as these three things right here. So they saw you as someone that could provide a life. They saw you as someone who could provide love, and they wanted you to show up for them. But you were just sitting and you were kind of stewing. Right here, you know, this is showing like you were trying to be patient, but that didn't. How is this related to the other person? They were on a spiritual awakening here. They were, it looks like this was who they were. They were finding their realization and manifestation. That's really a lot there. So let's keep it simple and go back to this. So this is your past, this is your current, and what are you going to do about this? You're going to take action, and you have something to say here. Remember this came up in the past, now it's coming up again in the future, about something that you want to give. But you're not quite sure if you're going to be disappointed. But know that it's fate. This is fated card. This is a star card. And it also came out right in the center of both. That's not intentional. What's above that? Above that is this fear that they're closed off. How are they actually? They're actually completely open. The arms are outstretched. They would listen to what came in. So you should just focus on continuing to build because this was the main energy of the reading. And this is what it's going to bring. Really beneficial, really positive. Resonance. So they hear this. This has been heard. If you're listening to this, this is specifically for you. It says the pansy instills a sense of stability and safety into your heart, and it releases fear and anxiety. Own your heart's deepest truth, because it will lead to victory and overflowing love. All right. Thank you.